Welcome to week 2 and chapters 2 and 3. I just want to cover some basics of QuickBooks Desktop. Chapter 2 explores the ins and outs of the desktop version. So let's take a quick look. I've got your sample Rockcastle Construction Company opened here, which is the company that you open in QuickBooks. Note that there's several components to the QuickBooks windows. You have up at the top the title bar, which gives us Sample Rockcastle Construction. That identifies the file that you are in. We have the menu bar, which we're all familiar with. It contains the command menus, and each of those has a drop-down menu attached to it as well. It gives you one-click access to the QuickBooks Centers and the home page. And it also includes icons representing tasks that you might do every day. So over here on the left, we have the icon bar, which gives us information about or access to the various icons as well. You can see that there are tasks here that we might do every day. It also gives us access directly to the home page. The home page, which I really like this component of QuickBooks Desktop. We won't see this in QuickBooks Online. There's a little hidden information for you. This page shows the flow chart of a business from the vendors to the customers and to the employees. It also gives us direct access to our company information, for example, our chart of accounts, our calendar, if we've set up any activities there, and to our banking, where we can record deposits, write checks, and enter credit card charges, and etc. So you can click on the icon that you want to enter bills, for example, or create an invoice. It's a very simple and straightforward way to get to the task at hand. In QuickBooks, you'll find that there's more than one way to complete a task. There's no single, only you can do it this way. You do have options. For example, I can enter bills here from the home page. I can go up to vendors and I can enter bills here through the vendor center and go directly to the vendor center and enter bills. I can go over here to my icon bar. I can go to vendors here, and that brings up my vendor page. I can enter new transactions here if I want to enter a bill there. So as you can see, there's more than one way, or at least 3 different ways, to complete a task in QuickBooks. Remember, you can make mistakes in QuickBooks. It's likely to occur during the course of this class, but not to worry, we can always go back and correct those. Nothing is forever, so to speak. So once you're done exploring this particular aspect of it, I wanted to share with you that QuickBooks has 4 basic features that when combined, they help us to manage the financial activity of our company. The 4 features include lists, forms, registers, and reports and graphs. These features work together to create an accounting information system. Let's talk about lists. We're going to be exposed to quite a few of those different lists as we go through this book. Lists are groups of names such as customers, vendors, employees, inventory items, and accounts, and information about those names. Lists are created and edited from a list window or while completing a form. So let's just take a quick look at a list. We'll go to the Customer Center, and you'll note that the list of customers for Rockcastle Construction is listed down the left side of this page. There's detailed information that's shown for each of our customers. For example, Mrs. Christy Abercrombie. It gives us the type of customer she is, our account number, the terms that we have associated with that customer, and all of the transactions. Please note that you can filter the transactions by all Or for example, if we just wanted to know what invoices we had for this customer, we can filter it in that way. If we wanted to filter it by the date, we could do it for just this month. So we can see that we have one invoice that's outstanding or available for this customer for this month. If I wanted to, we can go next to forms. Forms are QuickBooks electronic representations of the paper documents that are used to record business activities, such as customer invoices. Isn't that amazing that I now have a customer invoice right here in front of me? Or a vendor bill for goods purchased, or a check written to a vendor. Forms contain many fields that can be filled in, such as customer, job field, etc. So I'm going to double click on this particular invoice, and you can see that it has the customer, the job, it was her remodel, class is remodel. There's different classes that we have in this particular company, and the template is our Rock Castle invoice. We can have the date, invoice number, billed to, shipped to, and then we have the items down the left side here, our description, the quantity, the rate, and the amount as to whether it's taxable or non-taxable as well. So note that the terms are automatic. We saw that in our customer file previously. So let me back out of this. Get back to our customer information. We'll minimize this page as well. Registers are the next type of feature that QuickBooks presents to us. A register contains all the financial activity for a specific balance sheet account. Examples of registers include checking, our accounts receivable, inventory, and accounts payable. We're accustomed to calling those ledgers or subsidiary ledgers for our receivables and for our payables. So we're going to just take a look real quickly over here under banking. We have our check register. So we're going to use our current register, select that account, and the check register shows some of the cash payments and cash receipts. It also provides cash balances after each transaction. So that brings us up to date as to December 15th, 2022. But you can see that we've got transfers from savings into checking, payments that have been made here. Let's see. And then we've got deposits from our customers as well. Reports and graphs is the final basic feature that QuickBooks provides for us. QuickBooks reports and graphs present the financial position and the operating results of a company. It's not available to us on the home page here, but it is available up here on our menu bar or over in the icon center. So we're going to go to reports. We're going to look at memorized reports and just pick up our accountant and look at our profit and loss statement here. So you can see this is our standard profit and loss. It is a memorized report. It gives us our dates up here at the top. We want the total only, although we could get it by week or by month or by customer job. We have a lot of choices and options available to us. You can modify the reports in many ways to provide the information necessary for making business decisions. So that gives you kind of an overview of the desktop version. We're going to get into a great more detail with it as we continue through our book. Once you're done exploring QuickBooks Desktop, Chapter 3 has you set up a company and enter various transactions. This will be the company that you set up in Chapter 1. The home page for your new company will look different than the home page for Rock Castle Construction. Why is that? Well, QuickBooks provides us it recognizes the inherent differences in accounting for the different types of companies, the different types of businesses. For example, a retail business versus a product manufacturing business versus a service type company or business. That gives us a lot of different tools. So QuickBooks recognizes all those things for us and provides us the templates that we will be using throughout the course of using QuickBooks for various purposes. Finally, I just wanted to remind you to take a look at the other things that are included here in week 2. I did provide you with a file folder that gives you information on how to zip a folder. This file gives you those directions, because as you get into starting to work on the projects, I do request that you submit more than one file or more than one report for those projects. So it's important to be able to provide that information to me. We do have homework associated with Chapter 3, and that assignment is going to be due next week. Once you've had the opportunity to complete that, recognize that I do accept that in Excel format or in a PDF file, or you can submit that in a zip file. You just upload those in Moodle and I will correct that work from there. Moodle does allow you to upload a zip folder as one file, and that's how you'll need to submit your homework to me for the projects. That concludes what I need to kind of give you an overview on today. I do understand, and I apologize that some of you showed up for class last week. This is totally an online class, as I said in my announcements. And if we do need to set up a time to meet, we can do that through email, and I'd be happy to meet with any of you. Thanks for your time, and let's get to exploring QuickBooks.